When you're done with this video, don't forget Ellie Life, Eleanor's vlog. Just search for Eleanor Rosander here on YouTube and you'll find all her adventures and craziness. This tutorial requires intermediate skills, takes about 1 hour to prep that mask prosthetic, the teeth and those ears, and about 1 hour to apply. For this look, we found everything we needed in the studio. You, however, might need to get your hands on some Ellimorph plastic, but that's super cheap. And speaking of Ellimorph plastic, there we have it, and we are creating teeth by throwing those pellets into hot water, and when it becomes gooey and soft, we scoop it up and we create this little flat surface, and this is the fastest way to make teeth. Cut out little triangles as that plastic is setting and becoming hard. And boom, you have lots and lots of teeth. And for the big teeth, we make a little roll like this and we pull it apart, getting 2 pieces looking like 2 brutal teeth. Use a pair of scissors to shape them the way you want to and then put them aside, because we are gonna make a mask prosthetic for a bunny. So we need liquid latex and flour. And of course, as usual, we mix in that flour gradually until we get a nice little messy, gooey mess like this. A little bit of liquid latex on our finger, and then we start working that latex paste with our fingertips. And of course, if you have no clue about the shape of a bunny nose, please find yourself a nice reference image and work after that. This, of course, is the upper part, the nose part of our bunny prosthetic. We will create a lower piece as well, and that will allow us to move our mouth a little bit. Take your time shaping that nose, and you can of course use your fingers or any other shaping tools you have available. What's important though is that you dip those tools or your fingers in liquid latex to make sure you can shape it easily without getting too sticky and screwing everything up. Now that looks about right? Double right. Let's stick those teeth in there. Yep. And of course, you can have as many or as few as you like. We begin with the smaller ones here, like that, and then we throw in those big chunky ones there in the middle. Looks brutal. Really insane. Additional nose shaping, of course. There is a bit of detailing to be done. But as always, this is your construction, your shapes, so just use your imagination and do something fun and nice. I'm creating a crazy bunny. In Swedish is jag skapar en galen kanin. Anyways, we create the lower part as well. Shave off that excess. This is a basic shape, really, just a jawline more or less, and then we stick those teeth in there as well. You can make these pieces as separate parts, the upper and lower piece. But hey, works if they are stuck together as well, as you will see. And there we go. We'll leave that to dry overnight. We always do, because it really needs that time. Now instead focusing on those ears, and we need a fluffy fabric like this, 2 pieces. Comb that out, and we need to create sort of like a U-shape cutout like that. Yep. So we do just that with our huge pieces ready. So we're going to create a U-shape with that wire, and the important thing here is to make sure that that wire goes over the edge of the fabric at the bottom, because that extra excess wire is going to be used to attach it to the headband. We add the glue on one side and we fold over that fabric just right over that little wire. This will make our ears shapeable, and they will be very lightweight as well. So there you go. We want the inside of our ears pink. So we need pink color that is white and a little bit of red mixed up. And there we go. This is just basic water-based color. So we just go over that inside of the ear. With our ears looking fabulous, we simply take a headband and wrap that extra excess going down there at the bottom of our ears. Just bend the ear around the headband and loop that wire around the headband and ear to attach it. Make sure you twist that tightly around the headband and you're good to go. And watch out for those little edges of the wire because they are super sharp. Alright, day 2 has arrived. Our prosthetic is dry and we go over it with flour, and we do that to make sure that the latex doesn't stick to itself as we peel it off. So make sure to add additional flour as you peel and pull that thing off. You might want to trim the edges a bit with a pair of scissors. Get all those, the worst flappy edges off. Make sure you cut a hole through the mouth there if it's all covered, because you need somewhere to breathe. So there we have a nice little hole, and we can surely breathe through that. So to make this look extra nasty, we're going for a dark brown tone along the edge of that gum, so to speak, both of the inside and the outside of those teeth. So start off, go around the whole thing with a nice dark brown color, or the color of your choice, of course. It's your creation. And to dirty down those teeth a little bit, we go for a little bit lighter tone there at the base of the teeth, going downwards like that. So, yep, looking awesome, looking awesome. Switching to pink for that nose, but we want to get that glammy touch on it, so we actually go further with that pink tone and out on the gum as well. For depth, we add a little darkness into the nostrils right there. Then we're good to go. A big congratulations and a shout out to Evelina Forsell, the Nordic Beauty Vlogger of the Year 2017. Yep, she won the Nordic Face Awards this year. So much beauty and amazing creations. Go check them out. Attachment time. So see how well it fits, and make sure you get some brown goo around your mouth there so that your skin doesn't show through when you have the mask on. This actually looks like a 3-year-old kid who had too much time with that chocolate bar. Yum, yum. Alright. Seems about right. Some additional trimming there. Clean up the edges. Makes for a better edge. Liquid latex in the mask, lining the edges, as well as our face, and of course be careful with that liquid latex so close to your eyes and your lashes. Don't want to get stuck there. It's gonna smell like crap. We gently place it there, get it to stick, hold it there for a while, and line the edges with that liquid latex once more. Let it dry up, or speed dry it with a blow dryer. And then coloring time. Oh my god, the phone is dinging. 1 second. We're going for a deep brown smoky eye here with a little bit of red going on as well. So you find a nice look that suits your face and the coloring of your mask. We're going for this brown tone, so we gently apply that. See, it's a little bit of red in it as well on the eyelid there. A bit of shimmer in it. It's gonna look fabulous and horror at the same time. Going for a lighter tone there, blending it outwards to our skin like that. Then deepening the whole thing with a black. And as usual with makeups like this, it's all about the blending, so blend, blend, blend until you get that soft, nice transition. Next up, we deepen our brows a little bit as well with a darker tone. The brow dance, of course, before we add a little bit of a highlighter to make those brows pop even further. Then it's time to break out your favorite foundation and match up that prosthetic and fix that face. And since this is sort of a horror kind of bunny, we are beginning with a light base here, and then we switch to both a purple one for a slight bruising effect, as well as a bit of a darker one to get that mood on. Starting with a dark one here, a little bit of tone there, close to the hairline, blend that in well. And of course, we also use that to shade our cheekbones. Then with a deep purple tone, we go around our lips again, right there. We also use that to add additional bruising effects along the edges there of the mask and in places we see fit. Simply dabbing with a finger there to make it look less painted and just mix it into the skin. Just like that. And of course, using this bruising to hide some of the edges of the prosthetic is a really good way to go. And with our colors and foundation and bruising and everything mixed and matched, let's go for some details in bright pink. Namely our eyelids, as long as the inner corner of our eye. Get that pop going. And keep the glam on. And for additional depth, we go in and shape that upper part and nose ridge with a brighter tone of color. Highlighting that nose ridge as well as these little fluffy cheek pieces here. Whatever they're called, they probably have a name and I should know it, I guess. And with the mascara on, it's time for Shimmer Bonanza with Ellie. Starting at the inner line there, in the inner corner of our eye. Getting the sparkles on, yup. And then we go over a lot of places highlighting with this shimmering pinkish hue. Because even though it's a horror bunny, we need a bit of glam going. Switching to the hair, and this time it's Ellie's hair, of course, and there's a lot of it, so let's make some fluffy curls here. And as you know, if you keep your finger on your hair there, right on the iron, and you feel it's getting too hot, then it's probably too hot for your hair as well, so just take it away then. Don't want to damage or burn your hair. There we go, fluff it up. Yes. Putting the headband in place, and we are using a few bobby pins here to sort of a cover and get the hair to stay over that little headband. Make it invisible. Then of course, as expected, the blood. And just like we did with the bruising there, use the blood to cover up those little edges of the prosthetic. That's always the best way, because as we know, this is a cheapo prosthetic, so it's not gonna have those super fine edges. You never know what kind of lighting you will stumble into, so hide them as best you can. Get a little blood on the ears as well. And with the addition of that blood, you are ready with your glamorous, horror, freaky, bunny. And we think this is a cool look because you can mix this up and create your own color scheme for it. So we think you can have a lot of fun with that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to check out Ellie's vlog with lots of cool stuff about what she's doing around the world. Our next video will be a character you might just recognize, so don't forget to subscribe. See you then. Bye.